Once again, welcome to this class of BCCA second semester, and we will be discussing an unsung women achievers of contemporary India by Subhashri Mukherjee. In the previous three lectures, we already discussed about Josna Sitling, Himada, Josna Sitling, environmentalist, then Himada Satli Mansi Pradhan, a social activist, and now in today's lecture, we will be discussing about Arunima Sinha. She is known as a mountaineer. She has climbed so many mountains, including Mount Everest. Okay, nearly I think all the continents of the entire world, okay, have been climbed by this great lady, Arunima Sinha. Her story is quite exciting and very inspirational and motivational for all of us. We can learn a lot of things from her dedication, from her punctuality, from her perseverance, and from her burning desire in her heart to be something or to do something extraordinary or lofty in her life. So, a great lesson that we must learn from the life of Arunima Sinha. Okay, so how was the journey of her life is unfolded here in this article written by Subhashri Mukherjee on these five most famous, okay, women achievers of contemporary India. Interesting. So now we will be discussing about Arunima Sinha. Raised in Ambedkar Nagar, a small district near Lucknow. She is from Uttar Pradesh. She was born and brought up in Ambedkar Nagar, Uttar Pradesh, near Lucknow. She got the first shock of her life when she lost her father at the tender age of 3 years. It means she became semi-orphan, okay, half orphan, because her father died when she was just 3 years of age. Arunima loved to cycle, lot, play football, and was also a national level volleyball player. So, from these lines, it's clear to all of us that she was interested in the physical exercises and sports also. Okay, for example, volleyball and cycling, etc. And she was a national level volleyball player too. This is very noticeable. Okay, a weird twist came in her life. An incident took place, an incident occurred, an incident happened which changed the entire course of action in her life. Okay, so what was that? It was quite unfavorable or dangerous or harmful to her, but that changed her thinking process and the way of her life. Arunima wanted to join the paramilitary forces. She wanted to join Indian Army, and in 2011, it's not very longer. That incident, that particular incident that we are going to discuss about, took place in her life in the year 2011, just 10 or 12 years ago. She got a call letter from CISF, but unfortunately her date of birth was wrongly mentioned and she boarded a train for Delhi. So she had to go to Delhi for that and she boarded. She was aboard, she was on the train that was going to Delhi. So that incident took place when she was on that particular train, right? She was traveling in the general coach of Padmavat Express. The name of that express, the name of that train is also given, Padmavat Express. Okay, she was journeying by that particular train. She was in a general coach. Soon some goons entered the coach and they tried to pull Arunima's gold chain. At that time she was wearing a gold chain, okay, around her neck, and some people, right, bad elements, antisocial elements, some goons entered the coach and they wanted to snatch that gold chain that she was wearing at that point of time. Of course, she was a sports person. She resisted. Now see, it is a common phenomena in India that when someone is criticized, someone is forced, someone is in panic or in anguish or in painful situation, the people who are there do not generally tend to help that person. Instead, they just are the onlookers or passive in their attitude. They don't tend to help that particular person who is in problem. Instead of that, they just turn blind. They ignore that person. Okay. When she resisted her attempts, they started attacking her, and when she resisted, they started beating her, attacking her. Okay, so it was so vehement or forceful attack that she was literally thrown out of the coach. Now she fell down from the train, and when she fell down, she actually fell down on another track. And immediately, one another train was running on that track. You can just imagine what might have happened after that. She lost her leg. Okay, when she resisted their attempts, they started attacking her. All the other passengers in the train remained mute spectators. Okay, they did not help her. Actually, those goons are just 2, 3, 4, 5 must be okay number in number, and other passengers were in large number. If they had decided, they could have done it. Okay, they could have saved that girl, Arunima Sinha, who was going to Delhi, traveling by that Padmavat Express. But the other people just were stood still. They did not help her. They didn't pay any attention to her, even though she was trying for help. So many people were there, but they remained to be mute spectators, passive people totally. Okay, but they didn't bother to help her. The goons picked up Arunima and threw her out of the train. Just I told you, she collided with an oncoming train and fell on the train track. Before she could move, another train passed over her leg. So this, it was really very bad, okay, incident that took place in her life, and because of that scene there, because of that incident, she had to lose one leg. Arunima lay there on the train tracks all the night. The entire night she was there, because during night she was journeying to Delhi on by Padma Express, and nobody was there on the track to help her, and that's why she had to be there. She was laying on the train track the entire night. Definitely, when the train passed over her leg, it might have got cut. Okay, bleeding was there. Later, it was found that about 49 trains passed the spot that night. Just imagine 49 trains. Passengers must be there on the trains, and the officials must be there, but nobody noticed it because it was the night time. It was the dark. Even though someone had noticed her, they might have ignored her, right? Not a single person helped her. In the morning, she was taken to the hospital by some local boys. And when the dawn came, okay, when it was the morning, some local boys came to her rescue. The local boys who were living in the nearby locality, they came to her help, and they admitted her in the hospital. And as she had lost her leg and it was continuously bleeding, her leg had to be amputated. Okay, had to be cut off in order to save her. Otherwise, poison might have created in her entire body. Okay, there was a big threat to her life, and that's why out of compulsion the doctors also had to amputate her that leg, and now she became crippled. Okay, she became lame, literally. After an inquiry, Indian Railways were ordered to pay her 5 lakh rupees as compensation. She was offered compensation by the Sports Ministry and taken to All India Institute of Medical Sciences for further treatment. Later on, she was admitted in the AIIMS, New Delhi, and she was compensated with rupees 5 lakh. But what is the use of money when you lose a part of your body? Okay, an organ of your body, very important organ of your body, and it was about her leg, right? She wanted to join paramilitary force, and without leg, without hands, without all these very important organs of your body, all the parts of body, we cannot join these services. So her dream of becoming a soldier was ruined, right? So at the lowest, after that, what happened? Even though that incident took place, she did not lose hope anyway, and a burning desire was there still in her heart, and she decided at that very point when she recovered, when she came to conscious, she decided what? Arunima decided to climb the Mount Everest, the highest mountain peak in the world. It was a resolve. Okay, after improving her, after her health was improved, okay, she decided to climb Mount Everest. Now see, a girl without a leg when decides to climb Mount Everest, what would be the reaction of the people? Many people might have laughed at her decision, at her, but she had resolved very strongly that she would climb at any cost. Right? So later on, what happened with her limb, that she started her training in Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. She first of all undertook that training at the institution. She began her expedition with smaller peaks and had some near-death experiences. But with the undaunted spirit that she had, she conquered the Everest on 21st May 2013, and very successfully she climbed the Mount Everest on 21st May 2013. After Mount Everest, Arunima continued scaling other peaks also. Scaling means climbing as well. She has conquered the highest peaks in all 7 continents. The very beginning I just told you about this. Now the names of those mountains are given here. She has climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in South Africa, Mount Elbrus in Russia, Mount Kosciuszko in Australia by 2014. Okay, by 2014 she climbed these 3 high peak mountains of the world. In January 2019, Arunima added another feather to her illustrious cap. She became the first female amputee to climb Mount Vinson, the highest peak of Antarctica. She did not spare Antarctica also. She had such a courage in herself that the Himalayan challenge of climbing such high peak mountains also, okay, could not douse her spirit. Okay, she was so full of spirit and optimism that she could do anything, and she did it actually. So after that, Arunima was honored with the honorary doctoral degree by the University of Strathclyde, a highly esteemed university in the United Kingdom, UK, in November 2018. She has been conferred with many prestigious awards like Tenzing Norgay Highest Mountaineering Award, Arjun Award, and Padma Shri. So this was about a girl, namely Arunima Sinha, who had lost her leg in an accident, in an incident in her life. But after that also she did not lose hope, she did not lose confidence. So many challenges were there in her life, so many problems, so many difficulties were there. The fact is that she had become lame. After that also she did not lose the spirit of living, not only living and surviving, but living a dignified life and doing something extraordinary, something lofty in her life, so that it would set an example for the people of the world. I think we are much better in position, okay, than compared to that her life, Masana's life. So definitely we can also do anything if we have burning desire, if we have ambition, then definitely we can do anything. We can do anything in our life. So this is a great lesson that we learn from Arunima Sinha. So this is about Arunima Sinha and his story. Thank you.